Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast special edition show where I preview the 2024 Copa America. It will be in 14 host cities, including several in America: Atlanta, Arlington, Austin, Charlotte, East Rutherford, New Jersey, baby. So, right, not far from my neck of the woods, Houston, Texas. Inglewood, that's the LA arena, Santa Clara, Glendale, Vegas, KC, Miami, Orlando. So all in the United States. So a little pressure on Team USA, of course. So I'll do my predictions group by group, knockout stage, and then my pick to win it all. So without further ado, here we go. All right, Group A. My pick to win this group is, of course, none other than Argentina. Argentina is the best player in the world in Lionel Messi. He's the best. Lautaro Martinez is there. Angel Di Maria is there. Starting in goal is going to be Emiliano Martinez. So it's going to be a fun tournament for Argentina, I think. Coming in second in Group A, I have Chile. Chile, I think, should be a decent group with their goalie, Claudio Bravo, the captain. They're pretty good on defense. Alexis Sanchez is the vice captain. He's really good. Eduardo Vargas of Atletico Mineiro. So this group, I think, is in decent shape in this group. In third, I have Peru. Peru is an interesting group. Pedro Galese of Orlando City FC in net. And Paolo Guerrero of Universidad Cesar Vallejo. As your lead forward, Edison Flores, Andre Carrillo, Christian Cueva. So it's going to be an interesting tournament for Peru. And in fourth, I have Canada. This is a good group, by the way. I mean, Canada finished third in some other groups. Starting in goal, probably Maxime Crepeau. They're relying on Kyle Larine and Jonathan David of Mallorca and Lille, respectively, on this team. And Alphonso Davies is their best player on Bayern Munich. Group B. In first, I have Ecuador. Ecuador is a really good team. Alexander Dominguez in goal. Enter Valencia of Internacional. Leads the way offensively. Angel Mena's there of Leon. Coming in second, I have Venezuela in this group. Venezuela, Rafael Romo is probably going to be their goalie. Darwin Machis. And, of course, Salomon Rodon of Pachuca as well. Coming in third, I have Mexico. Mexico could conceivably make the knockout. I could be wrong. Carlos Acevedo will start in net probably. You have Uriel Antuna of Cruz Azul. Orbelin Pineda of Athens. Alexis Vega of Toluca. So you have some talent on this team. And then in fourth, I have Jamaica, which I would be flabbergasted if they won a game in this tournament. But they do have a goalie that's really good in Andre Blake of the Philadelphia Union. And then Shamar Nicholson of Claremont is a good player for their offense. So maybe the goalie will keep him in some games there. Group C, I'm winning the group. Uruguay. I wanted to pick the States, but I just couldn't do it. Too many weird results. Some turmoil going on with the coach. There's too much pressure. But Uruguay's a good team. Sergio Rochetti starting in goal. You have Jose Jimenez, the captain of Atletico Madrid. Yurgondi Arrascada of Flamengo. And you have Luis Suarez of Inter Miami on this team and Darwin Nunez of Liverpool. So this is a really good team that Uruguay has. I have the States coming in second in the group. I think the States at least have to make the knockout round for this tournament to be successful. I mean, some may argue the semis. Starting goal will be Matt Turner of Nottingham. You have Weston McKennie of Juventus, and of course, Tristan Pulisic of Milan, and Ricardo Pepi of PSV Eindhoven. So this is a talented team. They just need to put it all together, and of course, you can't forget about Tyler Adams and Tony Robinson of Fulham. And coming in third in this group, I have Panama. Interesting group. Starting in goal will be Luis Mejia of Nacional. They have a good defense. Eric Davis, the vice captain. Michael Mir Murillo. And then offensively, they have Jose Fajardo of Universidad Católica and Cecilio Waterman of Alianza Lima. And, of course, the captain, Annabelle Godoy of Nashville. And Yoel Barsanas of Mazatlan. So this is a decent team. And then in fourth, I have in this group Bolivia. Bolivia might be the worst team in the field. We don't even know who's starting in certain positions. Carlos Lampe of Bolivar will probably start in goal. Rodrigo Ramallo is someone that they're going to rely on. Their captain is Luis Haquin of Ponte Preta. And in Group D, I have winning the group Brazil. Of course, I have Brazil. They're the best team in the group, led by Vinicius Jr. and Alisson of Liverpool. Danilo of Juventus. Marquinhos of PSG. This is a really good group. Lucas Paqueta of West Ham. Rodrigo of Real Madrid. As well as, we talked about Vinicius Jr. already. And then Endrick. You have Rafinha of Barcelona. So this is a really loaded group. Coming in second, I have Colombia. Colombia is a good team. I think Group D might be actually the best group. Group A is good too. So, of course, the goalie is David Ospina of El Nasser. You have James Rodriguez, the captain of Sao Paulo. Luis Diaz of Liverpool. Miguel Borja of River Plate. Mateus Uribe of Al Sadd. Yeremina of Cagliari. So, a really good group in Colombia. Coming in third, I have Costa Rica. And I think Colombia could have won some of these groups. I think they could have won C. They could have won potentially B. Because that's how good I think Colombia is. In third, I have Costa Rica. Kevin Chamorro of Saprissa should start in net for them. You have Francisco Calvo in defense from Juarez. And who's the captain on this team in Costa Rica? Joel Campbell's probably their best player of Al Junesse. Orlando Gallo of Herediano. So you have some interesting players. I think Calvo's probably would be the captain, would be my guess. And in the cellar of this group, I have Paraguay. Paraguay is right there with Bolivia for me. Among the worser teams in the field. Starting goal will probably be Carlos Corona of the Red Bulls. Gustavo Gomez is the captain of Palmeiras. You have Miguel Almiron offensively from Newcastle. Alejandro Romero Gamara of Al Ain, Dorelis Gonzalez of Olympia, and Angel Romero of Corinthians. So interesting group in Paraguay, but I don't think it's good enough in a loaded group. All right, the knockout round, quarterfinals. So for knockout, obviously it's quarterfinals, semifinals, third place game, and the finals. So the quarterfinals. So it'd be winner of Group A against the runner-up of Group B from Houston. So therefore it'd be Argentina against Venezuela. Argentina's a better team led by Messi, of course. So I'm going to advance Argentina. And then from Arlington, the winner of Group B against the runner-up of Group A. So that would be Ecuador against Chile. Interesting game. I'm going to go with Ecuador to advance there. July 6th from Vegas, winner of Group C against the runner-up of Group D. So that would be Uruguay against Colombia. Actually, gonna go with Colombia here. I think they're better than Uruguay, so I'm gonna advance them. And then in Glendale, the winner of Group D against the runner-up of Group C, which I have Brazil against the States. I have to go with Brazil with Vinicius Jr. I'm sorry. I can't be a homer and pick U.S. Brazil's the better team, led by Vinicius Jr. and company, so I'm going to go with them. And then the semifinals, July 9th from East Rutherford. I have in this, in theory, match Argentina against Ecuador. Messi's playing, so the pick is Argentina. And then in Charlotte, it would be Colombia against Brazil, what would be a great game. And ironically, a Group D rematch. So I'm going to go with Brazil there. Third place game in Miami, I have Ecuador against Uruguay. I think Ecuador's the better team. I think Uruguay isn't bad. But I just think that Group C is kind of weak. And I think the U.S.'s team is in a little bit of a tumultuous situation. So I'm going to say Ecuador beats Uruguay in the third place game. In the final, I've Argentina against Brazil. And the final is going to be in Miami. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And of course they have, I mean, maybe I'm a homer saying this, but of course they don't put the states on the side of the bracket where the game is in East Rutherford. I mean, that would be a lot of fun for me personally. But yeah, Argentina, Brazil, I have in the final from Miami. Should be a great game. And of course, Messi's home stadium. Or not home stadium, but like MLS town. So, of course, I'm going to pick Argentina. And I think the Golden Boot's going to be Messi, of course. So, I'm going to go with Argentina for my pick for the 2024 Copa America. All right, and now I'm going to look at the odds for the groups and such. So Group A winner Argentina is minus 490, Chile's plus 600, Peru's 10-1, Canada's 65-1. If there's anybody with value, it's Chile at 6-1. And of course, I have Argentina winning the group with Messi. All right, Group B, Ecuador's plus 140, Mexico's plus 155, Venezuela's 5-1, Jamaica's plus 850. I'm gonna go Ecuador plus 140. Ecuador plus money, I think is good value. Group C, Uruguay's a favorite minus 130. USA's plus 145. Bolivia's 18-1 and Panama's 26-1. I hate to say it. I'm going to come off as a homer here, but I think USA has some value, plus 145. But that said, I would probably put Uruguay and Ecuador together in like a parlay. Group D, Brazil's the favorite, minus 20, as they should be. Colombia's plus 280, Paraguay's 10, and Costa Rica's 32. Colombia's value plus 280. I think if Colombia's in Group C, they'd be the favorite. That's how I feel about Colombia. So I'm going to go Colombia from a value standpoint plus 280. But I would put Brazil and Uruguay and Ecuador together in some sort of parlay. any value on anybody to qualify. I think Costa Rica arguably has some value at 6-1 to qualify from Group D. Exact order. I want to look at Group D. I want to see Brazil, Colombia, Costa Rica, Paraguay. That's 11 to 1. Oh, no, that's Colombia first. So plus 480 is the one I'm looking at for Group D. Brazil, Colombia, Costa Rica, Paraguay, plus 480. That's an interesting one. The Group C, Uruguay, U.S., Panama, Bolivia is plus 330. Outrights. Argentina's the favorite at plus 175, of course. Brazil's plus 220, Uruguay plus 550, Colombia's 12 to 1, U.S. is 14 to 1, Ecuador's 20, Mexico's 22, Chile's 37, Peru's 55, Paraguay's 70, Venezuela 85, Canada's 90, Jamaica's 190, Bolivia's 220, so is Costa Rica, and Panama's 490. I think the team with the value is Colombia at 12 to 1. They're just in a tough group with Brazil. So I think if anyone has value, it's Colombia at 12 to 1. So they don't have a golden boot. But I would go Messi in Argentina. That would probably be one of the favorites, of course. At probably 10 to 1, you would think, or something along those lines. All right, so Copa America, of course, was a shorter show than the Euros because the Euros had 6 groups compared to the 4 in Copa America. So there you have it for the Copa America preview and predictions podcast. I'm going to look back at this after the tournament to see how I do, and it's going to be fun. Let's hope that USA exceeds some expectations. So, yeah, have a good night, everyone.